William Charnock, number 21, Sheffield Steeldogs. You're watching SteeldogsTV.
Welcome to SteeldogsTV in association with MF Hire. It's the first game of the EPL season as the Steeldogs entertain the Telford Tigers, a team they failed to beat in 10 attempts last season. Let's get to the match highlights. Game 1 of the 2015-16 EPL season, and the Bradfield Brewery Sheffield Steeldogs are at Ice Sheffield with a visit of the Telford Tigers. The Tigers are in the white uniforms, Steeldogs in the black. Let's join first period action. At the top of the screen, you're about to see the first big incident of the night. 91 seconds into the game, and that's Tigers' Max Bavir taking Steeldogs captain Ben Morgan into the boards. Morgs were down for some time, and he's not a guy who'll go down for no reason at all. And with Steeldogs already without Lee Hayward and Steve Duncan, it was a real concern that the defence would be left extremely short-handed. The officials thought long and hard about this one, had a lengthy conversation down in front of the penalty box. But when they did make their decision, Bavir was out of the game on a 5+ game for high sticks. A relief for all to see Morgs back on his feet. So Max Bavir gets an early chance to see how warm the showers are at Ice Sheffield, and he's soon to be joined by one of his fellow teammates. Steeldogs didn't score on the 5-minute advantage. So as the play leaves the zone here, keep an eye just behind the puck, but in front of the two benches. Lewis Bell finishing a hit on Joe Graham and receiving a good old slash for his troubles. Graham got a 5+ game for slashing and followed Bavir out of the game. Sheffield did a better job with this power play, with Hurst and Morgan setting up Lumir Cohorn for a beautiful power play goal. Hopefully the first of many from Lido this season. The Steeldogs lead was not to last long though. Miller causing chaos in the Steeldog zone before the puck comes to Andrej up at the point to fire that one home. That makes it 1-1 on the night. Telford took the lead before the period was out. Good work by Zabo and Zajac. At 14:35. Ex-Sheffield sealer Phil Hill there to deflect it past Dalibor Sedler. 2-1 to Telford at the end of the first period. Bozas delivers a beautiful hit here, but Telford managed to capitalise. Breaking down to the other end. Well, Joe Miller scores his first of the night. 3-1 to Telford. Late in the second period, we have the major flare point of the game. Liam Charnock there taking out Novak. Tim Smith and Macaulay Hayward are dropping the gloves and having a little bit of a set too. Bit of a crowd scene gathers. And then a familiar face joins us from the bench. Good evening, Mr. Patterson. Is he looking for Owen Bennett, but strangely missing. Having a little bit of a hug with Martin Andrej there. So nothing further actually happened, despite other handbags, and the officials decided to end the period with 18 seconds left. Clear the ice, send them into the dressing rooms to cool down. Telford 3-1 up at the end of the second period. So Telford starting the third period with a power play, and Nathan sailing there, slotting it home to give them a 4-1 advantage on the night. Telford's power play advantage continued after Pato's 2+2+ game for roughing. And as the play works round, Joe Miller again is on the spot to bag his second of the night. "5-1 down, and the Steeldogs mount something of a comeback. Bozas freeing the puck, and Tom Sprice firing it home to make it 5-2. Less than 2 minutes later, and Steeldogs were really back in it. A Ben Morgan pass down the boards finds Stanislav Blaszek, and he fires in to make it 5-3. Stano's not the only import in the Steeldogs team who's wearing some lovely red gloves at present. And soon after this, Lithuanian Arnoldas Bozas was set to score a real beauty. So he intercepts the puck, breaks into the zone, drops the shoulder, and beats Murdy with a beauty. With 5-1 down, the Steeldogs have got back to 5-4. But then, following a small earthquake against Sheffield, Joe Miller completed his hat-trick and completed the scoring for the night. 6-4 to the Tigers.
So, final score at Ice Sheffield, 6-4 in favour of the Telford Tigers. Let's get down to the dressing room for some post-match reaction. We're joined by Steeldogs captain Ben Morgan. So Ben, first league game of the season, 6-4 defeat to Telford. How do you feel about that performance as a whole?
We're obviously really disappointed with the result itself, obviously not picking no points up, but in comparison to last year, I think we had 2 games where we lost 3-2, but the rest of the games we kind of got blown out of the water by that team. And you know, they're a team which won the league, won the cup, and they are a fantastic team. They've got 4 strong lines, and yeah, they had a couple of people thrown out, but I mean, we've got Dunks and Hayward missing, arguably, you know, our two top D in there. So we're really pleased with, you know, how we've played tonight and the goals that we've put on. And to be fair, I think most of their goals, and they'll probably argue in the opposite way, but most of their goals, in my opinion, fell to them in the right place. One came off Tim after Daly saved it. They just seem to be really fortunate goals. And you know, sometimes if you work hard, you get those look at the bouncers, and we'll do the same at some point this season. But you know, the guys are in there now, and we're not laughing and joking, but we've got high spirits, and we're going into tomorrow's game, and we're really looking forward to tomorrow and this season. So far, you know, we're really pleased with what's happening.
Bit of a long night for yourself and your colleagues on the defence. What about kind of young Tom Barry, who kind of stepped in and was taking quite a few shifts tonight?
Cash and Carrot is, honestly, he's come on leaps and bounds, and he's just listening to everything that everybody's saying. He's had a fantastic pre-season. You can see just his composure on the puck is far greater than what he were last season and the season before that. And as I say, he's coming on so well. And hopefully, if he can get a few more games, hopefully we've got him for tomorrow. I know he needs obviously to speak to his team because he's on a two-way with us. But if we've got him tomorrow, it's another opportunity for him to take with both hands and get some real ice time under his belt. But he's played fantastic tonight. As of Charnock's stepped in his first league game, he's done really well. And when Cole got on there again, he showed glimpses of what he's got to come. So yeah, all in all, really tough night for defensive point of view, but really pleased, especially with Barry tonight.
Okay. And we saw another pretty sick goal from number 33. He's kind of there with all the showreel goals. You're glad you're not having to play against him?
Certainly. He's 6'4", built like a brick house, and he's got some really nice dangles. We just need to get rid of those dusty red gloves. He stands out, bless him. But that's why we signed him, and that's what he's going to do. Oh, shut up! I'm doing an interview, you duster. Sorry everyone at home, that's Lubo talking. Extra Liga. But yeah, Boss is a real good signing for us, and he'll come good this season.
Okay, and last off, next home game is Swindon. Had some interesting matchups with them last year, some wins and some losses. How do you think next week will go?
I'm just hoping it's not a cricket scoreline like it normally is with Swindon. It's always a high scoring affair. I know they've got, I think they've got 4 imports. I might be wrong. I don't think Kenton Smith's playing at the back. So they're always going to be, always going to have a lot of firepower. So it's up to us just to make sure that we did what we did last Sunday in Hull, keep the shots out wide, Daly make the first save, and hopefully we don't score. They don't score unfortunate goals in our half. Deflections, pucks falling on their sticks like happened tonight. But like I said, really pleased with how we've started so far this season, and hopefully we can crack on.
We're joined by Steeldogs debutant Liam Charnock. Welcome to Sheffield, Liam.
Thank you very much.
So first game tonight with your new teammates. How was that for you?
Real good, really enjoyed it. I think I really respect the guys for what they did for me tonight. I think I gelled pretty well with my teammates so far. It's always nice being on a line with 2 really experienced EPL players, so that sort of made it a little easier for me. I felt pretty comfortable because I know that I could sort of have faith in those guys to help me out if I whatever happened. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a good pace, good standard of hockey. I'm excited to play more.
Okay, we saw kind of one hit you delivered down behind the net where kind of hit somebody like a steam train. Are we going to see kind of more hits like that from you?
Yeah, I like to finish checks. I'm not the biggest guy, but I like to play with a little grit. Yeah, if there's a body that I can take, then I'm probably going to take it. If it's a smart play, at least anyway. So yeah, that was just the guy just sort of opened up. I don't know if he was expecting it. Maybe looked better than it actually was, but yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, and for the Steeldogs fans, kind of what can they expect from you? What's your typical game?
Just I just play with grit. I like to skate a lot. I like to try and skate fast, sort of get in the dirty areas, get ahead of the play sometimes and behind the defenseman. But yeah, I'm just hoping I can just sort of finish bodies. I mean, the guys on my line, they can finish. They can score the goals. If I get a few points, then that's obviously a bonus. But I think if I just do my job as far as skate hard, retrieve pucks, they can do all the pretty stuff for me.
Okay, thanks for your time, Liam, and we look forward to seeing more of you on the ice.
Thank you very much.